Y'all know what it is.
Well, so let's talk a little bit about one of the things that I think endears me the most to you is this idea of sort of personal ownership or personal responsibility of our lives and taking control of things. Mm-hmm. I know for a lot of people, myself included, at varying times in my life, I have felt really wayward, like I'm standing around waiting for somebody to come lift me up and take me to somewhere because I can't do it myself or I don't know the way. And one of the things I liked in doing a little bit of research and prepping for the show was that you seem to put a lot of emphasis on accountability, being personally responsible and that sort of thing. So I wondered if you think you'd talk a little bit about holding ourselves accountable and sort of getting that bit of mindset right, because I think that that's probably key to the rest of what we might discuss.
Love it. So there was an idea that came from my former mission, which was that, I kind of got this idea that became like the buzzing in my ear that the only way I'm going to pull this off is if I depend on myself. And what actually evolved from that was this idea that I'm the common thread in every experience. And that evolved into what is now common denominator theory. Because look, if you've got 20 relationships in your life, 20 different people, all of different natures and types and stuff and at different levels, you can go and individually change every one. But you as a common denominator in all of them, if you make a change in you, every single one of those relationships to some degree must change. Well, I believe that life is a series of relationships with people, places, and things. The people in our lives, the places that we go, the energy of them, the experiences. So if we change the substance of us, it's just the most logical place to start with change. Yes, there are some people that maybe we want to have conversations with for their benefit, for them to make some improvements. But ultimately, the only thing that we have direct control over is ourselves, what we're doing. And when that substance changes, everything changes too.
Yeah, no, I think that makes a ton of sense. And actually, I love thinking about it that way. There's so much emphasis put on how we treat others and, making sure that we're doing the right thing by other people. And I think a lot of times we get sort of lost in that, whatever bit needs to be our personal attention to us. And, I suppose there's a way to go too far and become like, ultimate narcissist or something. But I think that, more value needs to be placed on the care that we take of ourselves. And so I really like that idea. Because obviously, you can't go around and change everybody else. You can't make them behave in a certain way. But you're right that in the way that you sort of reflect yourself and the way that you feel about yourself or the way that you carry yourself out to those people, will either influence them or it won't. But, that's sort of the extent of what you can do. So I really like that metaphor.
Yeah, you can go down the rabbit hole with it, guys, And when we look into esoterics and people want to talk about the quantum entanglement and all this fancy stuff, if we want to go down the rabbit hole on this, the very substance and nature of who we are becomes reflected in what we experience with others. So if you want to kind of take it down the woo-woo path, well, a change in me will be reflected energetically and therefore experientially in the other people in our lives too. But ultimately, I find people get caught up in the sexiness of that and lose sight of the key thing is, who am I? What am I? How am I showing up? What choices am I making? Am I in integrity? Am I an honest person? Then why am I complaining about people lying to me, right? The relationships that I'm having with people, am I showing up as the person that actually matches as a resonance with the kind of people that I want to be around, that I want in my life? And a lot of the time the answer is no, but we jump to the other people without taking care of what's happening inside of us.
Yeah, I like that.
No, I think that's great.
One of our recent guests that we had on was Todd Henry, and he wrote a book called Louder Than Words. And just what you brought up, like, how can you complain about someone lying to you if you're not honest yourself? Just pure common sense.